Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. Today is Wednesday, April the 5th, 2023, and this is the Bolder and the Beautiful edition. Let's just jump right into it. I am not going to hold you guys long at all because for me, it wasn't much on a scale of 1 to 10. I'll probably give it a 6. It wasn't too much. We see Wyatt and Liam, and they're still talking about they can't believe Bill um was faking it this whole time, but they're so happy that he was yada yada yada. They just keep going over that, and Wyatt is like, oh my gosh, can you think of what he did? And then Liam was like, listen, I don't want to think of what he was doing with Sheila. But Bill called in and they said, well, I guess even superheroes or Iron Man need days off because he's gonna sleep in late. So then they get on the subject of Thomas and how Hope just really thinks he's changed. She thinks the therapy is working on him and he is convincing everyone except for Liam, Wyatt, and of course Bill and all of them. He's not convincing them that he has changed. They still think Thomas is the same man he has always been. And he wished Hope would see that. But right now he just wants to support her and everything. So he doesn't want to bring any negativity towards her because she feels like Thomas will be the savior of her line and he knows how much that means to her. So that, it just is what it is. So then, he says, I wish I didn't work at Spencer so far away. He said, so I could keep an eye on Thomas. He said, but you know what? I'm actually going to cut this lunch short because they're eating at El Giardino. I'm going to cut this lunch short and I'm going to go over there now. And I said, oh, Lord. So then we see Thomas has talked to Ridge, right? So he comes into office, Ridge is there, and he just pretty much tells Ridge, the last time, I just want to thank you for what you did for the family. You and Bill, you were looking out for us, and it's courageous what you guys did. And then he tells because you know Ridge is just like the last time we talked, he said, I don't want to be estranged from my son and everything, but what you did, it's just horrible. And he said, I know calling CPS on myself and wanting you and mom together so bad. He says, I take accountability for that. And I'm working on myself. And Ridge is like, well, what about Hope? Do you still feel the same way about Hope? And he says, yes. On one hand, yes, he does. No, excuse me. I'm sorry. He says, yes, work wise, but he's not in love with her. You know what I mean? So he's not obsessive with her, but work wise, they work well together. So they're, that's it. He doesn't want to be with her. He doesn't have fantasies of being with her and or anything like that. And as of right now, Thomas hasn't shown anything or, any signs that that's what it is. But they kind of leave this up in the air on whether he just tells Ridge he's going to work his best to earn his forgiveness and his trust. And they kind of leave it up in the air about that. So then we go over here to Hope and Brooke. And you know already what's about to happen. That's why people get so excited about like the CBS soaps. And I do, I like them, but they tell you what's about to happen in the storylines because now here Brooke is talking about you know, they're talking about how Bill and Sheila and they can't believe he was faking it the whole time, but they're so grateful to him because he kept our family safe. And then Hope says, well, what about you and Taylor? Because y'all have grown close. And she said, we told Ridge that we choose each other over him. We're gonna be friends. And we're not gonna allow him to mess up what we got going on. And she's like, I'm so proud to hear that, and I'm proud of you guys. And so then she tells Hope, I'm glad you don't like the bad boy. So now we're gonna see for the first time, like Hope is probably gonna have legitimate feelings for Thomas because that's what they can't. They always gotta lead us to the storyline. They can't just let it happen. So now we see that Hope, Brooke just keeps telling her, I'm so glad you don't like the bad boys like I did. Steffi used to call me the Lut of the Valley. And she said, and I was with the Forster men. I worked my way through, and then Bill and Deacon and countless others. And Hope was like, I hate when you talk about yourself like that. And she said, but it's the truth or whatever. I said, girl, ain't nobody care. Honestly, well, don't nobody care about all that. But anyway, so she said, but I'm glad you're so different from me. You're loyal. You love Liam, and that's it for you. You don't have to be attracted to the bad boy. So you already know she gonna want some Thomas. And she said, but she is concerned about Thomas. She said, and Hope tells her he's shown no signs that he wants that old thing back with me, that he's obsessed with me, that he even wants that. It's just business. She said, and if it was anything different, I'll cut him off. So around this time, Thomas comes in, and so he tells Brooke, "You can stay," and she said, "No, I need to go talk to your dad. He's in the office." So these two talk and whatever. It's nothing. They just talk about Thomas and and everything that went on with Bill, and that's pretty much it. Let's move on. So then we see no, and they do hope that Thomas has changed, whatever. I said it ain't Thomas you got to worry about. It's this one right here, Hope, because she called Thomas comes in and he tells her to put on a dress and she's like, "Oh my gosh, it's fantastic." I said, "Baby, Ava Jerome over there in General Hospital wear a dress like this every time they get dressed up. They have to get dressed up. I'm sorry, all y'all were in it. No, they can't do the creation. They can't do the lie without Thomas. I've seen better. We've seen Zende design and create better. I'm sorry, that it just is what it is." Now Hope puts on the dress and everything, and she's telling Thomas, "This is just professional. You don't have any feelings for me, okay?" And she just keeps going on. "You don't have any feelings, no." He's telling her, "No, you don't want me like that, right? You're not upset, no." Because my mom was saying, he was like, "No, Hope," and I said, "Damn, Hope, do you want him to?" Yes. I don't even have to finish the question. You want him to want you because you want this man right on back, because he's not doing anything or showing anything where now it's flipped, and Hope is the one catching her breath when he touches her and does all this. And then so he told her to get up on the stool, so the or the autumn, whatever you want to call it. He told her to get up on there so that they could like really measure out the dress and everything. Some kind of way this girl gonna tumble and fall, and right at the time Liam comes in, because Hope was just saying, "Because I don't like the bad boy." I said, "Well, y'all stop saying bad boy." I don't know. Anyway, Liam comes in. Baby, Liam tickled me. He said, I said, "Not clapping your hands." He said, "Yes." "Yeah, what's happening here?" I said, "Liam, your wife is falling all over Thomas. She's falling. She don't want to get up. She can't get up. She all falling over Thomas and everything." Child, this ain't got Thomas ain't gonna have to persuade Hope to fall for him. Shoot, she falling for him herself. This gonna be a whole mess, but I'm here for it. At least it'll be some. No, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be something different, but I don't know, child. Anyways, that was Bold and a Beautiful Day, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.